Hello, and welcome to Donatchin Investment. This analysis is for AngloGold Ashanti on the New York Stock Exchange as of 4th of August 2026 with a share price of $81.86. The full report is on donatchin.ca. A hold at $81.86 on the short term, gold is still basing below a falling 50-day average. But a cheap, high-quality gold miner whose medium call is buy and whose long-term call is strong buy. A hold now, accumulate on weakness for the longer run. AngloGold produces gold at an all-in cost of about $2,000 an ounce against a spot price near $4,000, a margin of roughly half of every ounce it sells. Quality scores 74 and valuation 74, genuinely attractive at only about 5.5 times cash flow, comfortably below where we would call a miner expensive. Second quarter results were strong, half-year net income roughly doubled, and the board approved a new $2 billion buyback and hiked the dividend. On the fundamentals, this is a cheap, well-run gold business. A gold miner is a geared bet on the gold price, so we always check the metal's trend, not just its level. Gold is high in absolute terms, but it is still basing below a falling 50-day average after correcting from its spring peak. AngloGold itself trades below its own falling 50-day line near $84. For the near term, that is a headwind, so we do not chase the miner while the metal and the stock are unconfirmed. That is why the short-term signal is a hold, even though the level of gold is still very profitable. It turns into a buy on a clean reclaim of that $84 line or a tested higher low. Longer term, the case is a strong buy. Central bank buying, the de-dollarization trend, and the prospect of lower real interest rates are a durable structural bid for gold, and a cheap, low-cost producer is a leveraged way to own that. So the medium-term call is a buy, and the long-term call is a strong buy. The near-term hold is simply about respecting the basing in the metal and the tape before adding the balance of a position. The risk is the gold price magnified by the miner's leverage. If gold breaks its basing range toward $3,400 on firmer real yields or a stronger dollar, AngloGold falls harder than the metal. The bear case is around $62, roughly 24% below today. Costs are also creeping. All-in sustaining costs rose to about $2,000 an ounce, and the Obuasi mine in Ghana is suspended, so a delayed restart would trim production. Set against that, a still exceptional cost margin, a cheap valuation, record free cash flow, and a durable structural demand story, which is why the medium and long calls stay buys and only the short-term entry counsels patience. Now weigh the risk against the reward. The bull case is roughly 65% above today, the base case the most likely about 37%, and the bear case a fall of about 24%. So you are risking about 24 to make 65. So, our call on AngloGold Ashanti on the New York Stock Exchange, hold. Remember, this is for education, not financial advice. Always do your own research. This analysis is by Donatchin Investment at donatchin.ca. The link to the full report is in the notes below. Have a great day.